Splatfests are coming to a close, and it's very sad to see Splatoon 3's development cycle end so soon already. Grand Festival is around the corner, and I have seen lots of news and updates circling around the Splatoon community already. But I want to quickly reflect on this past Splatfest that took place last weekend. It was a total carbs fest, as the options were nothing but grain, carbohydrates, and calories. Personally, this fest has to be one of my all-time favorites so far, and I had so much fun playing during the weekend. But one of the main things I want to talk about is the Tricolor map that was in rotation, and why I believe this map may be the best there was for Tricolor. Before I get started, make sure you are subscribed, because according to my analytics, only 2.6% of you are subscribed to the channel, which means you, my precious viewer, are probably not subscribed to this channel. So what are you waiting for? Hit the big red subscribe button and press the thumbs up if you like what you're seeing so far. Tricolor Turf War is always a touchy subject in my opinion because it's so new in the franchise, despite it being a thing for the past 2 years. And it's easy to hate on things that we're not used to seeing. Most of the hate for Tricolor Turf War stems from the fact that it sounds really good on paper, but in practice, it's a nightmare, especially for the attackers team. Tricolor Turf War is supposed to be played in a way that the two attacking teams work together to fend off the defending team, which is why there's only 2 of each in a game, because they work together to fight the 4 players on the defending team, making it essentially a more complicated 4v4. It is also noted that the idols also imply this in their dialogue, as they say they will put aside their differences to dethrone the halftime winner. Instead, this is heavily overlooked as each attacking team ends up playing on their own terms, allowing the defending team to easily overtake them both. Not to mention that they also end up having easy access to the biggest area of the map, allowing them to easily overtake and stay in control, leaving the defenders to win 99% of the time. Now, how does this correlate to last weekend's Splatfest, you may ask? Well, my friend, I may have cracked the code on how to win in Tricolor Turf War on Eeltail. Eeltail. That's a tongue twister, bruh. I may have cracked the code on how to win in Tricolor Turf War on Eeltail Alley. The key to winning lies in the very small change that they added to the map in version 8.1.0, the Gushers. Apparently, this map was used in previous Splatfests, namely in Love vs. Fame vs. Money and Shiver vs. Rye vs. Big Man. But those iterations of the map didn't have gushers to bring players to the center of the stage. Instead, there were platforms to climb up on to reach the ultra signal. Now, in the recent iteration, they completely removed the platforms and replaced them with gushers, which forces the players to take alternate routes on the map, which were more risky and dangerous to take due to how narrow the bridge is in the middle. The gushers allow quick and easy access to the ultra signal and the spawn points of the attackers. With my infinite logic, the only true way to gain the upper hand for your team on this map is to make sure you have absolute control of all the gushers, or something I like to call gusher hogging. If the other teams are forced to take alternative routes, it is easier to predict where the enemy team is at all times. More likely than not, you will find them at either ends of the bridge, which makes it easier to counter their advances from behind or with the help of the gushers. Gushers can also be used in combat as extra defense to ensure you a win in the 1v1. Plus, they make a good decoy to throw off the enemy. For an example, if you're at the foot of a gusher and activate it, the enemy player may think that you're coming up the activated gusher. Instead of going up the gusher, you quickly take an alternative route and attack from behind. And then, boom, profit. Overall, gushers are a fun mechanic to have, and having gushers added to this stage kind of reminds me of the time shifty stations were around, with each stage having a cool and unique mechanic added to each of them. Imagine if we have a shifty station inspired map during Grand Festival. That would be amazing. Before I go, here's a little fun fact about Eeltail Alley that you probably didn't know about. The big room map of Eeltail is the exact same layout as its Tricolor counterpart, with the exceptions of a few elements like gusher placements and inkable walls. I also made a poll about the topic of this video in my community tab, and it seems like you guys felt indifferent about Eeltail Alley. Some of you say that you enjoyed it, while others not so much, which is fair because every multiplayer experience in Splatoon is personalized. I don't know, I may be a bit biased considering I won a good chunk of the Tricolor matches I played, but overall, I think Eeltail Alley is alright and not that bad. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Just a reminder that everything mentioned in this video is opinion based and just an excuse for me to ramble about funny Squid Game. So thank you so much for watching and be sure to subscribe and bye!